Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are my snipers doing today? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Listen, big news came out surrounding Turbo that I think is really underhyped and undervalued. Listen, Turbo has teamed up with an incredibly talented Lumix known for building websites, games, bots, and top tier handcrafted memes for Web3 projects, and the result is absolutely electric. Okay, he's blessed us with this insane gift for Turbo powering up, and let's just say Turbo's Toad's energy is over 9,000. Turbo isn't just a meme coin; it's a movement, and it keeps evolving. Which is, by the way, true. We know Turbo, right? A big chunk of its core is still a meme coin, but it is beyond that, which is why I believe it's going to be one of the best hitters this cycle, especially when it comes to meme coins. But obviously, time will only tell. But I do believe, I really truly do believe that's going to be the case. All right. Massive thanks to him and for this banger. More visual madness coming soon. And we can see, right? 2-second GIF, 2-second video. But look, right? This is amazing. And the thing is, we're probably going to get longer videos, longer GIFs. And ladies and gentlemen, this is like the one thing. If you were supposed to be super critical and super analytical about Turbo, right? By the way, 10 out of 10 project already. But if you were supposed to be Mr. Nitpicker, technically this, technically that, you could have nitpicked that and said, you know what? The one thing they are missing out of a couple meme coins, or compared to a couple meme coins, is the lack of animated videos, right? Kind of like Ponky. We know Ponky has some next level stuff. I love Ponky's marketing with the way they do stuff with the animated videos. And look, we practically have something very similar. And of course, this is just a 2-second version, right? But I believe we'll be having more of these. And for me, it's very important because videos, even like this, 5-second videos, 10-second videos, they can always bring in thousands of people, and they can get thousands of views, tens of thousands of views, and even sometimes go viral. So I believe this is actually very key and important thing. All right. Some people might not agree with it, but I personally think animation is key. Look, we see something else he made. We made this for the love of Hedgecoin. So different coin, but doesn't matter because he's on our team right now. So we're going to see exactly how things played out. And look, this is good. This is what Turbo needed. Like I said, I'm being extremely nitpicky. I'm being that guy, right? I am being that guy, but I'm being it on purpose. This is amazing. These videos can go viral. These videos can get, like I said, tens of thousands of views, hundreds of thousands of views, and this will elevate Turbo even more. That's what I'm saying, people. That's what I'm saying. Turbo does it all. Turbo does not fail to disappoint. This is why I'm super high on this coin. They cover literally every single aspect you can think of a coin that could cover something. They cover everything, like from marketing to partnerships to freaking exchanges to innovation. I mean, they do it all. I don't know how people can see all this evidence and all this proof about this coin and still deny Turbo. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. But anyways, let's talk about the technical analysis. All right, ladies and gentlemen, last time we covered Turbo, I believe we were somewhere down over here, right? We were looking to make an attempt to go past this big support. As of right now, this support is currently, we're trading below it. So it's no longer a floor. It is now a roof. Okay, that is just how it works. One time it's your friend, one time it's your enemy. As of right now, it is our enemy. When we go to the weekly close, we actually see this is actually a very nice weak sell candle. Okay, it really is. This is the type of sell candles that always make me happy because it means the selling pressure is fairly low, and market makers and everything else are struggling to sell, right? They are struggling to sell. But we still can't deny the fact that in this current little trend, we are bearish, right? Just in the short term picture, we are bearish, right? We are still kind of in this channel over here, right? Generally speaking, I mean, this bottom part doesn't matter too much, but generally speaking, we can tell that we are in a sideways bearish channel, which is fine, right? We kind of expected this because we expected a correction, possibly even going down to 0.0046, let's just say, right? off of this zone. Now, the reason why we expect it to come back down all the way here, and this was even before, like practically in the zone. This was 10 days ago we were talking about this, is because this is a very key big support and resistance. Like this is a massive support and resistance in terms of relevancy. It is the second biggest one because obviously the biggest one is down here, right? This is the biggest one. And then this is going to be the second biggest one. But this is the biggest one in terms of how relevant price action is, right? So it's a very, very big key zone. So based off the price action, there's no indication that we are bullish just yet in terms of the short term picture. Bigger picture, we are bullish, right? We really, really are. But right now, we're in the correction phase. We are preparing to pretty much blast off to the upside sooner than later. Now, here are a few things that I want to happen, right? We are on the monthly candle of July, and this is looking really, really good. Okay, this is looking really, really good. Why? Because, ladies and gentlemen, we have a perfect staircase. We have a bottom, a top, a higher bottom, a higher high. So we really don't want the last 3 to 4 days of July to end bearish. Okay. We could still see a sell off, right? We could still technically see a sell off a little bit on Monday and Tuesday, right? Potentially coming back into this area that we talked about. But then we could have Wednesday and Thursday already make strides. Okay, right? Make strides. Because like I said, there is no confirmation of us going to upside just yet. And technically, even if we do go to the upside, right? If we close below this over here, then there's still no indication that we're bullish. Okay. Just in terms of the short-term picture, that is, of course. Okay, so I still believe that there's a high chance that we go back into this zone for the final time, probably Monday, Tuesday, and then we bounce up because I expect July to end fairly strong. Okay. And we need it to end strong because if it ends really, really weak and we start closing kind of here, it's not going to look the most ideal. Like it's not going to be the end of the world, but it's not going to look the most ideal. Overall, I'm super, super bullish on Turbo. I kind of do believe we're kind of in the stage where we're somewhere over here, right? In the bigger picture, we are somewhere over here. Okay. And I do believe practically once September starts again is when we are going to see bigger and better gains. Okay. Right now, we're still in the recovery stage. We are still looking to be making our way up all the way back to practically all time highs, right? That is going to be the main goal. We can see, ladies and gentlemen, when we go and look at something else like the Bitcoin dominance, right? Bitcoin dominance is in a very, very tricky spot because it had a huge rejection, right? But we still need to see how we react off of this zone because if we do create a higher high, or sorry, a higher low, right? Let's say we close somewhere here, this could be an indication that Bitcoin dominance is still looking to reverse and potentially be creating one more leg to the upside, going to somewhere around 70 to 72% before the official altcoin season starts. Now, for me, I don't really care too much what happens, right? If altcoin season is 2 to 3 months away, Turbo blows up and everyone cashes out, we're all celebrating, that's a win. If I have to wait another 3 months on top of that, that doesn't bother me because why? There's a high chance that we get an extra 20, 30, 40, 50% extra profits from the market. So for me, it's a win either way. We've been waiting so long to cash out. So for me, 2 or 3 months this way or that way doesn't make the biggest of differences. But yeah, that is ultimately it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Goodbye.